Okay. Right. So where are we at now? This is, I mean, we kind of reached the end, didn't we? Reached the pinnacle. And this was then the final clash. So I'm not sure whether this is a level or whether it's just a kind of epilogue or whether it's credits. There's no words, but there are 84 spots to find. And this is cool, kind of aerial view. So December the 16th. Oh, but different times. So, okay, so 3 different times. All right. So we're looking at here. So let's write down the times. So that is 1:45. All right, well, let's say that 1:45, and then that's 2:30, and then the last one is 3 o'clock. Okay, so let's start here, and we've got so we can go into this place, right? Oh, this is good. This is exciting. This is a proper level. This is an unexpected bonus. Okay, that is exciting. All right. Well, should we stay here? Let's get an overview first. So how do we get out of here? How do we go out? Okay, that's out. So what we're saying is, so at 1:45, we're looking at this place here. Looks like it's snow. Yeah, snow-covered place here. And then at 2:30, we've got whatever that is, a van here. And then at 3 o'clock, we've got OPTV over here. Okay. Well, this feels exciting. So again, let's just check. There's nothing under me. Does this go in? No, it doesn't, does it? But what about this? So this is Tim. That was disgusting. A whiskey flask. Okay, Tim 15269. A bottle of soda that reeks of rotten eggs. Huh. A key. A flask. And he's drinking from the flask. And saying that was disgusting. Smells disgusting. Okay. So it got, is that the Henry Hoover, or is that that's the I.D.O.L, or there's the I.D.O.L user guides. So there we go. So this has been updated to make more sense. If the focus crystal is blue, the I.D.O.L is empty. If it's red, the I.D.O.L is full. If the I.D.O.L contains information, to successfully use the give command, there must be a valid information vessel within range, either a blank Lemurian disk or a living conscious being. For the I.D.O.L to perform any function, the matter button must be switched on. Yeah, okay. And then, there's more. Upgraded security protocol. Since the attack of the empathy cult, which followed the dismissal of our consultant, we must take every precaution to ensure the I.D.O.L's safety. An OPIG certified guard should always be present with the I.D.O.L. Keys to the lab are granted only to me, Marie, Tim, and the shift guard. The I.D.O.L's control panel and interior are now protected with a PIN code available only to me, Marie, and Jack. Eugene. Okay. So Eugene. So we have no words that are going to come out. But let's still make a note of these things. So Eugene, Marie, Tim. Who's Tim? And the guard have the keys. and Eugene, Marie and Jack have the code. Oh, to Tim is Tim Spender, so he seems to have the code. Okay. Vomit in the sink. Okay. Oh, there was something else there. The door is locked. The door is locked. Okay. And there's nobody there guarding it. OPIG certified guard should always be present, but there is no one there. They're out here. The door is locked. All right. So this is Marie. See, I wasn't imagining it. Somebody's sneaking around. Anyway, we should return. It's time to start the transfer to the TV station. She's got a key. Happy customer, project, checklist at the lab. One minute lens installed. Mr. Marmot has filled I.D.O.L with the material. I.D.O.L's interior and control panels locked. So it's been signed by these three. At 2 p.m, I.D.O.L handed over to 2 guards for transfer to TV station. Westlake. Oh, it's got to be signed. That's got to be signed by these 2. But that's not been done yet. I see. Yeah. So that's the van, and then at the TV station at 3 p.m, red crystal controller are supposed to be handed over to Jack and Eugene at the TV station, and that's due to be signed off by these. Go live for the commercial break during the Peel finals at 5 p.m. Someone's sneaking around. Anyway, we should return. So this, yeah, this is at this time, isn't it? So this is all at 1:45. So let's just double check that in. Yeah. So at 1:45, but they think that there's someone sneaking around, I guess because they can see footprints. He's holding, it must have been someone connected to those blasted hippies. They strike again. Security Captain B. Greer. What's this thing? It's just a, I don't know what that is. We know, we could work out what the symbols are. Take, I don't know, take memories, give heat, or something. He's got a gun and he's got a key. So who allowed keys? So Marie, she's got a key, he's got a key, and he's got a key. They've all got keys, and Eugene's got a key wherever he is. Is there any more information here? Yeah, the one other thing, I just wanted to look at this. So they've been signing these. So that's been signed by Eugene and Jack. And Eugene and Jack to sign here. But where are they? They're not here, at least we can't see them. Okay, so this takes us back. Or can we go? No. Okay, so this takes us to a different thing. Okay. Let's get that over with. What the hell is this? So that's another security guard. What's that? That looks like a pattern, like like a keyboard or something. But it's also 3 different locations. A suitcase. I don't know whether this would be the I.D.O.L. So let's just make a note of that. So Okay. I'm going to have to look at the vomit again. Oh God, can we move it over there? It's horrible. So this looks like a disc that's being repaired. This. So this might be the two locations. What is that? No, what was it? Where I want to go into him. So this thing. So there and there. Would that be there? Oh, maybe. And there. I don't know. But blue. And a briefcase. So the minute one is gone. Okay. Anything else in here? Oh yeah, him, driver. A bit of snow falls and suddenly everyone starts driving like a snail. B. Greer. Gun. Okay. Okay. Anything else there? I don't know. That's later, so that's an hour, a little bit later. Let's just connect a little bit more of these two. So that who's the security guard here? So this is B. Greer. B. Greer. B. Greer. And he's B. Greer. So he's driving. Okay. All right, and in which case let's go into here. Okay. So this is the van has arrived. I was expecting there to be a lot more there. The van's arrived. They're all taped together. Huh. Is that it? What's going on here? Okay, the van's arrived. What am I missing? We've got like another 50 odd spots to find. So, oh yeah, big head. There doesn't appear to be anything down here. OPIG, do we need to do this then first? Does it get revealed bit by bit? What am I missing here? Am I missing something? So here, OPTV, that's it. The only thing we've got a picture of is that. There's a security guard, these two security guards, two people unloading it. Earlier in the day, we've got the van. All right, well, let's do this then. So, so the happy customer, where did we read that? That wasn't in this. Was that in this level? All right, let's go back. Okay, so no, this here. Is there more here that I'm missing? What about here? Does that? No, that takes us back out. There's nothing that takes us further in. That's right, vomit in there. Upgraded security protocol. Oh, that's fine. The door's locked. And then we've got Tim drinking whiskey. But that was disgusting. But then that reeks of rotten eggs. He's got the code 15269. The code for what? It's time to start the transfer. So later on at 2 p.m. So So at 2:30 when they're driving, the red crystal is handed over to 2 guards, B. Greer, so that's one of the guards, and M. Westlake to sign that off on. At 3 p.m. latest, I.D.O.L, red crystal control and interior panels locked. Maybe that's key, is it? So 3 p.m. red crystal control and interior panels locked. Handed over to Eugene and Jack. PM5's at 5. And what are you doing, sir, again? It must have been someone connected to those hippies. Gun, key. He's Greer. And what's this? What's that? Take memories. Give heat. That might be why it's making him vomit, the guy. And don't know. So the goal of the OPIG Corporation's Happy Customer project was to install happy memories, increase, oh well, yeah, probably increase sales. Increase O-juice sales, maybe? Those behind the project wanted to use the I.D.O.L to something the something of something with the drug euphoria. Yeah, they wanted to associate the experience of happiness or something like that with the drug of euphoria to the millions of spectators watching the. So this is the Peel finals. So they wanted to use the I.D.O.L to increase the. No. They wanted to use the I.D.O.L. So what do they want? They wanted to use the I.D.O.L to like associate to give the memories of something. The project was invented and led by Jack or Eugene. I don't know. Eugene, probably. They wanted to use the I.D.O.L to send the memories, give the memories of the happy customers or the euphoria. Yeah, so they're of something with the drug euphoria. They wanted to use the I.D.O.L to associate the O range. Associate isn't a word. Is to. Okay, so maybe drinking O range with the drug. So they want to use the I.D.O.L to. increase the euphoria, the memories of to link. Okay, maybe I'm not understanding this at all. Maybe it's not to do with O-range. The Happy Customer Project. Yeah, that was, wasn't it? To increase O-range sales. Those behind the project, they wanted to use the I.D.O.L. And they wanted to associate the OJ image, the idea of drinking OJ, the orange O-range, to happy memories. Wanted to use the I.D.O.L to increase the memories. It doesn't make sense. Increase the sales. But we've kind of got that already. Increase O-range sales. But maybe, I mean, is it just again to increase the sales of? No, that doesn't seem to track. They wanted to use that to have I not followed this at all? To achieve this, those behind the project wanted to use the I.D.O.L to increase, to give, maybe it's just to give the memories of drinking. Okay, what's this then? October these thirds. All right. Okay. So is there anything else now here? You've still got only 31 out of 84 spots. So I'm curious. This is the Harmony Foundation. Oh, that's right. I didn't even recognise this place. This is the where the ice bath, bird bath thing was. So does that mean like more spots open up? I really do not like that image. That's horrible to look at. Anything else here? No. October the 3rd. This is lovely though. Oh, I see. I see. So, all right. Okay. So what if we do if we click on that again? Do we go back? That takes us back to here. So what? Oh, so is this inside the? My goodness, what's going on in here? This looks like a. This guy does not look well. All right. So what do we want here? At each of these times, what did the I.D.O.L contain, and who was the last person to have used it? Huh. The last user. And the I.D.O.L was loaded into the security van. So have we got more information here? So is this at 3? Hang on a second. It's October the 3rd. So is this just later in the day? All right, let's go through this. So this is Tim. Glad to hear it. He's even titled himself Head of Speculative Investment with me in the room. He must not succeed. Hey, what's your secret, Tim? I've never seen Nathan fast-track a budget as quickly as he did with the Happy Customer project. Also, I've heard rumours that he regularly visits that lab of yours. Okay. So, letter from... So, Nathan fast-tracking projects. Okay. E. A. I know we've always had our differences, but you're right, we must take action. Just yesterday, that imbecile made me rearrange the lab's furniture using Feng Shui principles. So, Marie, your updated I.D.O.L proposal is much more interesting now that you have placed the skills and obedience training within a military context. The Army is our dream client, but the higher-ups will need to see a very convincing demonstration before they're willing to begin talks with us. I'm sure we'll have a role to play, working under Eugene. Nathaniel Hall. Okay. Okay. So it looks like they are arresting or holding Tessa. So that's nothing there. You're banned from the premises. Oh, she's got M. E-M-A. E-A-M. Team? You lied to me. You're my worst student ever. I thought you cared about spreading enlightenment, but you just want to shove an ad down everyone's throats. Empathy will have its revenge. So talking to Eugene. The student has surpassed the master. Nothing can stop my rise to the top. You are fired. Okay. Now this is... Has he had something thrown at him? One would hope so. So this is Nathaniel Hall, or whatever his name is. If the project succeeds, the implications are enormous. The consumer market is just the first step. Jack, do you think there's a distance or scale limit? Our stress tests have not discovered any limitations so far, Mr. Hoyle. I have a high degree of confidence in the project having successful outcomes. Okay. Sharing truly positive feelings about O-Range with an unlimited audience. Okay. Yes, that looks like T, doesn't it? So T-E-A-M. Is that worth writing down? T-E-A-M. So let's go back into here then. So at each of these times, what did the I.D.O.L contain, and who was the last person to have used it? So the I.D.O.L contents. I.D.O.L contents. So the contents of the I.D.O.L. So something something of the something. And something something of the something. Something something of the something. Okay. And then the last user of the I.D.O.L was either a name or a okay, yeah, position. Okay. So let's go back. Let's go back. Now, which way do we need to do this? Do we need to go backwards in like this in time? Because when the I.D.O.L arrived at the TV station, the I.D.O.L contents were what? How do we know what they are? Can we tell what they are by looking at them? Something had happened here. The I.D.O.L contents. Something something of the something. And who was the last person to have used it? So maybe we need to go because there's very little information here, isn't there? Just that all of these things are together. So then if we go back to here, I'm gonna have to look at this thing again. What the hell is this? What the hell is that? The briefcase, that's a code, and then this does look like the I.D.O.L, and then like a shape to put something in. Oh, hang on a sec. Would that be? No, because that doesn't correlate. Up, but then to the right, 3, 4, and then that way. So maybe the arrow doesn't matter. Maybe it's just the 1, 2, 3, 4. But what is that? Should we write these down? Should we draw them? But it's the dome there, and then it's the dome there, and then it's the briefcase there, and then we've got this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if we look at this, what else is here? That's the disc. It's a disc that's been taped. God, I hate looking at this. That's a disc that's been taped. Oh God, this is horrible. I hate looking at this. Is there no way to move this off? Blah. God, this is horrible. This is really, that is just a violently disgusting image. Can we not cover that up in some way? Let's stick that up, a bit of paper up there. Oh, I can see through it. All right, so this is set to, we need to remember what this is, but it's on matter and memories. So whatever that is in the van, okay, and what's his name? Bruce Myson. But the names, are the names relevant? No, not there at least, not Bruce Myson, but is he Pinnacle Security? And he's wearing an S. Are they all wearing S's? All right. So then we've got these two shapes. So here, up, down, there. I don't understand that. Just 1 minute in here. 1 minute. Okay. And what's that? A disc. A disc. And then by the time it arrives here, they're all put together. They're all put together. So then, so at 3 p.m. at the TV studio, they're all put together. So that guy in the back must have done that, right? So one of the questions we're looking at here? So when the I.D.O.L arrived at the TV station, so what are we looking for? I.D.O.L contents. The I.D.O.L contents. All right, let's go back to, let's go, can we go into the pinnacle? I think so. And we want to look at what the symbols mean. So the R, this, so give memories. Give memories it was set to. But it was just for 1 minute in the van. Give memories. Okay. So, in the van, the I.D.O.L contents, maybe we need to go back. So when the I.D.O.L was loaded into the security van, blah, 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 blah. But when the I.D.O.L arrived at the TV station, the I.D.O.L contents were give memories. They're the last 1 minute. Is that relevant? 1 minute? No, that's not even there. The I.D.O.L contents. The I.D.O.L contents. The last user was the security guard. When the arrival, do we not have his name? And do they have a hierarchy, the guards? Oh God, it's horrible. Bruce Myson. And the other guy in the front is security captain. Did I not see that before? Captain. So he's a captain and he's a whatever something else is. Okay, so captain and sergeant then. Let's try that. All right, and then now let's go back to here. Oh. Okay. So they've heard someone sneaking around. Must be someone connected to those blasted hippies. He's a security captain. Oh, he's the same guy, isn't he? He's the driver. Key. I wasn't imagining it. Someone's sneaking around. It's time to start the transfer to the TV station. 1 minute lens installed. Yeah, there we go. 1 minute lens installed. Mr. Marmot has filled the I.D.O.L with the material. So what's the material? Shortly before left the laboratory, it's filled with memories. No, I guess good memories of the O range. And the last user so would that be why he's Spender, isn't he? Would that be why it smells weird, the whiskey and the but why would the hang on a sec. Why would the O range smell like rotten eggs? that reeks of rotten eggs. Oh my, that was disgusting. He's got the code. Why would that, if he'd used it, to get good memories of the O range, then why would the O range? So is someone trying to scupper this whole thing? Maybe. So that's a possibility, is that somebody's actually, so that might be Tessa sabotaging things. Okay. So I think that the last user is Tim Spender. I think that seems to tally. So so at each of these times, what did the I.D.O.L contain, and who was the last person to have used it? So shortly before Eugene and Jack left the laboratory, he had used it, and seemingly it had maybe had bad memories of O range. Why would that taste bad? Well, maybe I.D.O.L contents. Oh, hang on a second. This isn't figurine disc. I have not figured out this whole disc thing. Where else can we go in here? So discs. Oh, we can't even zoom in on that. Okay. Since the attack on the empathy cult, yeah, OPIG certified, always be present with the I.D.O.L. Keys to the lab are granted only to me, Marie, Tim, and the shift guard. The I.D.O.L's control panel and interior are now protected with a PIN code. So with a PIN code available only to me, Marie, and Jack. The I.D.O.L's control panel and interior. Okay, a PIN code only available to me, Marie, and Jack. Okay. Okay. I.D.O.L's control panel. So what I'm guessing is that this is this the interior? And this is the, oh, we can't click on that. Control panel. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, control panel and interior. So they're both protected with a PIN code. Only available to those three. Me, Marie, and Jack. So it might be Tim Spender that's trying to... So if the focus crystal is blue, the I.D.O.L is empty. So it's red here, so it's full. The I.D.O.L contains information to successfully use the give command. There must be valid information vessel within the range. Hang on a sec. If the I.D.O.L contains information to successfully use the give command, there must be valid information vessel within range, either a blank Lemurian data disk or a living awake human being. The matter button must be switched on. So we can't tell whether the matter button's switched on here, but it is red. So this is, yeah, 145. So red crystal. So it's full. The I.D.O.L is full. It contains information. Or, so if there was a human being, we don't know whether it's on. I think we've got to assume from the sick, there's vomit in the sink, that whoever's just used it And yeah, so it seems like Tim Spender has used it, and do we know idle contents? The question is, the idle contents. Are we trying to say, like, so we've got that like a dot disc? Is that a dot disc? That's a lens, isn't it? So what's a dot disc? What's a triangle disc? What's a square disc and a figurine disc? I've not figured out what they are. I've not figured out what they are. And we've got them up here. That's a dot disc. And that's maybe that's the figurine disc. So I haven't figured out what they are. So where's that information? Where is that information? So a dot disc, triangle disc. What was the other one? A square disc? No, that's not it. It's this one, is it? No, yeah, it says here square disc and a figurine disc. But then there's another one, isn't there? There's a kind of one. There's a nasty looking figurine disc. There's one with a kind of like an evil face on it. All right. Oh, back to like just this feeling like a child in this world. So yeah. So the lens is nothing. But what does it contain? So what are the dot discs? What is that? What are they? What are the dot discs? Don't know at all. Right, let's go back through these. Head of speculative investment. What's your secret, Tim? The happy. Also, I've heard rumours that he regularly visits that lab of yours. And that in years. Okay. I know we've always had our difference, but you're right. We must take action. The lab's furniture, feng shui. Your updated I.D.O.L proposal is much more interesting now that you have placed the skills and obedience training within a military context. Okay. I'm sure. Okay. There's nothing. Doesn't appear to be anything at the moment. Don't make use more force than necessary. Your access card, ma'am. You're banned from the premises. You lied to me. You're my worst student ever. I thought you cared. Empathy will have its revenge. Nothing can stop my rise to the top. Very exciting. Okay. Do you think there's a distance or scale issue? Okay. So I'm not getting really any information from here other than just what's happening later. So let's go back to here. Oh God. So you've got the driver, captain with a gun. We've got this. Oh God, I hate this. He's taking memories. It's plugged in to taking memories. Oh, and that's open. Maybe that's a key. And so that's the push button. Now we can see there's 1 minute's worth of memories in there, and taking memories. That's what we wrote down, isn't it? Oh no, giving memories. Giving memories. So giving memories. But why would he be throwing up? Giving memories. Oh, it's giving memories from the I.D.O.L to the person. Yeah, okay. So he's throwing up. And he's unlocked this. So I think... Where else am I going? We're here. Oh, that is a relief. So I think then this is the code for the panel, and it's that's not a normal thing. Have I got a button thing? What would it be? A keyboard? So that might be 7, 5, 8, 6. Might be that. And then the second one, or would it be actually 7, 5, 8, 6, 3? Maybe. And the second one might be 1, 7, 1, 7, 9, 5, 6. And then the briefcase might be 5, 7, 8, 6, 2. Yeah, but Tim, the code that Tim has is 15269, which would be 1. Well, maybe let's draw that out. Why not? Which would be 1, 5. I need to get my thing out again. 1, 5, 2, 6, 9. Okay. I have no idea. I mean, that's not really meaning anything at the moment. What about this? Yeah, there's just one. So he puts these 3 in. He puts these 3 in. What's his name? Bruce. He's the yeah. Okay, so why don't we try that? I want to get rid of this thing so badly, so let's do that. When the I.D.O.L was loaded into the security van, the I.D.O.L contents last user Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, just. Oh, it's just frozen in. What are they getting at? What are they getting at? So when the I.D.O.L arrived at the TV station, what were the I.D.O.L contents? Well, there were the 4 lenses, but that's not here. What was in there? The thing that was it was set to. Oh, let's go forward again here. So it was. Oh, we don't know what it's set to though. We've got the 4 lenses. But we've no idea what else. But all of these 4 have been put in. So it's all. That's one thing that's different, isn't it? So when the I.D.O.L arrived at the TV station, it's something. It's all. But when it was loaded into the security van, it was. So is a dot disk a dot disk? No, that is the disk with a dot on it. Would that be 1 minute's worth of memories? Triangle, 3 minutes, or I don't know. Where's that information? I mean, I've seen it, but I've never. And the I.D.O.L was loaded. So when the I.D.O.L, what did the I.D.O.L contain? And so when the I.D.O.L was loaded into the security van. The I.D.O.L contents were. Oh, no. This is of this person. So something. It's not good memories of the orange, or is it? Or is this something of the? No, okay, it is. I think something of the. Yeah. Each of these times, what did the I.D.O.L contain? And who was the last person to have used it? All right, let's just go through. Just like. But the problem is this: the last one. Like, who's the last person? We think Tim Spender used it up here, but then when it was in the van, it was the security sergeant. But who'd used it? So when it was loaded into the van, who was the last person to have used it? So it would be Tim Spender, wouldn't it? So he was the last person to use it shortly before they left. Oh, unless somebody else did. Let's try that. Unless somebody else used it back here after Tim Spender used it. So who might that be? Oh! There's vomit in here. Someone has left. Keys, Eugene, Marie, Tim, and the shift guard. I'm really confused. Tim, Marie. Someone is sneaking around. Anyway, it's time to start the transfer to the TV station. So if someone is sneaking around, who would that be? The only person it could be would be Eugene. He's the only person with a key. So is that what we're now thinking? Is that's what's going on? And would he be trying to sabotage it? I don't think he would be, would he? You're fired. I don't think he'd be trying to sabotage it. He's an imbecile still, so would he have got it wrong? Might he have set it to bad memories of the orange? Yeah, so we can't look in there to see what's. We can see that there's 1 minute's worth of something, but we can't see what's in there. It's red, so it's full. Ah, that's the other thing we should check, isn't it? In the other pictures, it's red. Ah, but now it's empty. God, that is horrible. And then here, it's full again. Oh, we can't see it, but it is full again. So that's good. That is good. So when it I.D.O.L contains all, oh yeah, when the I.D.O.L was loaded onto the security van, when it was loaded on, it was full. Should we say that right? But oh, the timing is so difficult to know. It's like we've got a snapshot in the middle. We've got a snapshot here. Where? Come on, go back out of here. So we've got a snapshot here of the truck there. But what has happened? Is that after this or before? No, it can't be after. But is it? Was it blue before? No, that's given it, hasn't it? And there's a disc up here. Oh, and what has it got on it? Well, nothing as far as we can see. There's no. Oh, it's a square. God, I can't even. That's crazy. I couldn't even. I just. Yeah, I was looking in there. So there's a square on it. So what does that mean? The square. Okay, I've got to get rid of that. So the square. When the I.D.O.L was loaded into the security van, but when it got here, it had the square disc. It was full of I.D.O.L contents, full memories. Oh well, hang on a sec, what would they be? All memories of the square disk. Maybe that's it, sufficient. But why was he throwing up? The last user. So maybe it was the security sergeant here. It just doesn't track. When the I.D.O.L was loaded into the security van, but who would be doing it here? Who's even there at the end? We've got the 3 security men, but when it gets here, it's red, isn't it? So it's full. So something's happened between here and there. So that must be the security guard. Maybe it's both of them. That would make sense. Security sergeant. So no, it's when the I.D.O.L arrived at the TV station, the contents were so maybe it was used 4 times. And we only need to figure out these 3. That makes sense. That makes sense. So it was used 4 times. So it was used in the van by the security sergeant to download all of the memories from the square disk. It was used also. Oh, maybe it was used before by the security sergeant to take. And what would he have done? Maybe it's the same, like take all the bad memories of the orange juice, orange, and then let's say it's the same up here. That's completely incorrect. But it wouldn't be him there, would it? Well, Where's the other, the vomit? It's So shortly before Eugene and Jack left the laboratory. Oh. Oh. So shortly before they left the laboratory. Oh. So this is Tim Spender. So shortly before Eugene and Jack left the laboratory, maybe it was Jack. Is that why he's looking ill? Is that a clue? Yes. It was noted. Oh, completely incorrect. And I was feeling so good about that. So shortly before Eugene and Jack left the laboratory, the I.D.O.L contents were bad memories of the O range. What would it be? No, that's right. It was empty. Shortly before Eugene and Jack. Oh, it was red, wasn't it? Oh, okay, we need to go back. For here, it's red. So it's full. And this is at this is at 1:45. It's red. And at the same time, Tim is ill. That was disgusting. And he's got a code 15269. He's got a code for one of the things, one of the panels, which he shouldn't have. So why would it smell disgusting? Reeks of rotten eggs. If he'd used the thing and a whiskey flask, but that tastes disgusting. That was disgusting, and he's drinking from the whiskey flask. Vomit things. Red crystal, so it's full. So before it gets loaded, shortly before Eugene and shortly before Eugene and Jack left the laboratory. That's before this. What were the I.D.O.L contents? So before Eugene and Jack left. Okay, so what information do we have there? What information do we have there as to what was in here prior to them leaving? Me, Marie and Jack. Keys to the lab are granted only to me, Marie, Tim and the shift guard. So is this the keys? Might that be? Oh, no, that's the key. So maybe that's the key, or at least maybe that's part of it. Is that's take memories, give heat. So might that be what was on it beforehand? Take memories, give heat, but that's just all of them. Shortly before they left, the I.D.O.L contents were I don't know. I think I might need a clue here. Should we just start again? Let's just get rid of all this. Ah. So we don't know when did Eugene and Jack leave? Like, we don't know when they left, do we? Oh no, we do from the thing on her bit of paper. So signed. Ah, okay. So Mr. Marmot filled the I.D.O.L with material. So this is 145, or before that. Mr. Marmot filled with material. Control panels were all locked. But we don't know when that was. So who might have used it? So that was signed by Jack and Eugene and Marie, but then they left. We've no idea. Do we have an idea of when that was? How long ago that was? Okay. Yeah. So Mr. Marmot has filled I.D.O.L with the material. Well, material probably is a disc. The I.D.O.L contents would be a disc. But what disc would it be? I don't understand the shape of the discs. All right, let's take a hint, because I don't understand the shape of the discs. Yeah, I don't understand the shape of the disc, and that probably is key to this. And where would I get that information? There's a square disc in the van. What does that mean? Is that oh, unless they mean no. What would the different discs mean? Oh, goodness gracious me. Yeah. All right, let's take a clue. Let's take a clue. Moving the I.D.O.L. Is that what we're doing? Is this which one's here? Yeah, moving the I.D.O.L. Let's do that. Have I considered all the evidence? I mean, probably not. Moving the I.D.O.L. Yeah, and we've figured that out. Well, we can't know exactly, but we know it went from red somewhere between there and being in the van, it went from red to blue, and then it went from blue to red in the van. Tim drank something disgusting while in the OPIG lab. Yeah, no, I've got all that. Oh, so maybe he drank something disgusting. And he appears to be feeling ill. Yeah. Drank something disgusting. Okay, I mean that is a clue because I didn't. Well, no, I mean we know he's drunk something and it tasted disgusting. But that was in the lab. Well, yeah. But I'm assuming that's because the memories have been altered to have a bad association. And then we've got this, the disc, the square disc, and the all. Yeah, direct hint then. I know! I know! I know that! This doesn't take me anywhere. I know! The idol is full when it leaves, empty in the van, and full again by the time it leaves. I know. He drank something disgusting. Okay. Man alive, this is... what are the other... I want to take them one by one, so let's just... We've got these. So it was full. When the idol was loaded into the van, we don't know that it was empty, but I guess is that what they've said it was empty when loaded in the van. Yeah, full. Well, we don't know that it was full when it leaves. We know that it's full in the lab. We know that it's empty in the van. We don't know it's full when it leaves, and we know that it's full again by the time. But that is a kind of logical leap. We don't know from this that it's full when it leaves. All right. Well, but yeah. Okay. So it's full when it leaves the lab, empty in the van, and full again by the time it arrives at the TV studio. So it's full when it leaves. Okay, so I guess, so what they're saying here is it's full when it leaves the lab. But even then, that doesn't mean it's full when it goes into the van. This is the logical leap, isn't it? What am I supposed to believe that it's? So what they're saying is that the idol is full when it leaves the lab. Okay, so it leaves the lab full, but then does somebody use it on the way down? There'd be people carrying it, so that's unlikely. But somebody, the problem is this is a snapshot at 1:45, so somebody could have gone into the lab. So that's why this feels like a logical leap. How am I supposed to have known that it is full when it leaves the lab? We know that it's empty in the van halfway along. I guess because they'd see it. Yeah, maybe. All right. So then it all happens in the van. So shortly before Eugene and Jack left the laboratory, I mean, good memories of O-range. I'm not sure that that's it, but let's say that. Who was the last user before they left? Should we say Tim? What's his name? Spender. And then when the idol was loaded into the van, at the point when it was loaded into the van, at each of these times when it was loaded into the van, well, they're saying it was full. Then that they've said here, no, they're saying when it left the lab it was full. Jesus Christ, like the hints are just as confusing, like shed more confusion onto this. When the I.D.O.L was loaded into the security van, so we've got to assume that it was full at that point. And it was full when it arrived. Well, this is very, very odd, isn't it? This is very, very odd. Because we know that when the I.D.O.L arrived at the TV station, it was full. We've seen a direct picture of that. When it arrives, it's red, it's full. Okay, so it's full at the TV station. So it's full. I don't know what of. One would think it's full of good memories of the orange O range, but somebody might be, or the disc, maybe the square disc. Yeah, that makes sense. All memories from the square disc. That makes sense. And the last user was the security sergeant. Okay, but when the I.D.O.L was loaded in to the security van, by the hint itself, it was full. When did the I.D.O.L's crystal change colour? In the van. Tim drank something disgusting in the OPIG lab, and the security guard in the van appears to be feeling ill. Yeah, I know. That's the thing that I'm not following entirely. But the direct hint is that the I.D.O.L is full when it leaves the lab. Right? We know that. Well, we don't know that, but that's what they're saying. But if it is full when it leaves the lab, then it must be full when it goes into the van. Right? Unless they are all trying to sabotage it. Unless all of these people are trying to sabotage it, which maybe they are. So Marie's there, but you're right, we must take action. Made me rearrange the lab's furniture. Much more interesting now that you have placed the skills and obedience training within a military context. Very convincing demonstration before they're willing to begin talks with us. I'm sure you have a role to play. So is it possible then that she used it to poison Tim and the guard, as a military demonstration? But Jack is also ill. Our stress tests have not discovered any limitations. Successful outcomes. But is he in the darkness because he's just not in the projector? Yeah, he is, isn't he? So maybe he's not ill. Maybe that is the red herring. The security guards are just taking her. So what's she doing? You lied to me. You're my worst student ever. But you just want to shove an ad down everyone's throat. Glad to hear it. He's even titled himself head of speculative investment. He must not succeed. What's your secret, Tim? I've never seen Nathan fast track a budget as quickly as he did with the Happy Customer Project. He regularly visits that lab of yours. Okay. I'm so confused. Like, when the I.D.O.L was loaded into the security van, it was full. It's the same. So good memories of O-range. Except, and who was the last user? Still Tim Spender. I don't know. Clearly this is wrong, but that's I mean, yeah, I could be wrong, but what I'm concerned about is that, oh, this is awful to say. My concern is that the hint is wrong. That's my concern, is that the hint is not correct. The direct hint. The idol is full when it leaves the lab. Fine. Fine. Although that's a logical leap. I don't know where how I can come to that conclusion. I know that it's empty in the van, and I know that it's full again by the time it arrives. Those things are, yeah, evident. But it is full when it leaves the lab. How do we know that? But I've got to assume that that's right. Okay. Yeah, what's this whole TEAM thing? TEAM. Oh, right, I'm getting frustrated with this. I don't know where to go with this at all. And we've used a hint. That's crazy. I don't know what these discs are. That could be the key thing here. So where do I find that out? God almighty, this is... How long have I been at this? Oh, hour and a half. God, oh Jesus! Just doing that thing. Oh, mind, there's a lot going on. All right. I'm not following this at all, am I? I've not grasped this at all. What's going on here? This thing, is that relevant? That little thing there. They strike again. The hippies. So would it be Tessa sabotaging it? Let's try again. Let's try again. Don't matter about that. Let's just get rid of these things. So let's try along those lines. So shortly before Eugene and Jack left the laboratory, well, got to assume that it was good memories of the OJ, of the O range, and that it was Jack Novak that had used it. Just this is what logically is happening. When the I.D.O.L was loaded, it was still full, but maybe somebody had sabotaged it. So maybe Tess had used it, Tessa Navari, and it was now bad memories of the O range. When the I.D.O.L arrived at the TV station, it was leveled of all the memories of the D squared disk, and it had been used by the security sergeant. Okay, that's not right. So that's one narrative that would seem logical. Yeah. So what other things are going on? It's the whole security guard and Tim being sick. So is Tim trying to sabotage it? Yeah, that makes sense. So shortly before Eugene and Jack left, there'd be good memories of the O range. And maybe it was, we could try Eugene here. Eugene, what's his name? Spender, is he? No, Eugene Marmot. Marmot. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So maybe then it was just Tim Spender here. Wow, that came together really quickly, didn't it? So shortly before Eugene and Jack left the laboratory, there were good memories of the orange, and it was tested by Eugene. I mean, that's, yeah. So when the I.D.O.L was loaded onto the security van, it was full of bad memories of orange. And the last user was Tim Spender. Okay. So I don't understand why the security guard was vomiting then, unless he used it. So maybe he used it and he was sick, and then he decided to download all the memories of the square disk. Jeepers creepers. Hmm. So there's a lot happening there, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah. I'm curious as to how all of that is supposed to be deduced, but okay. I think I'm going to stop there. So what's the next one? Is this the curse? Oh, and we've got another date. So I'm going to stop for the moment.